Y'all know what time it is. Y'all don't know, y'all better ask somebody. Hat on, suit on, looking like a dapper dog, giving them all dressed like $1 million bucks, diamond things in its cuffs. Y'all tell me who could it be but Steve Harvey? Oh yeah, listening to me. Put your hands together for Steve Harvey. Put your hands together. Steve Harvey. Oh, listen, Steve Harvey. Why don't you join me? Steve Harvey. Come on, do your thing, Big Daddy.
I sure will. Good morning, everybody. Y'all listening to The Voice. Come on, dig me now. One and only Steve Harvey. Got a radio show. Yeah, I do. Tickle me when I say it, but I do. Like I say always, it just is a constant reminder of how good God has been. So my question to you is, what's stopping you from having the life that you want? What's stopping you from having the life that you want? I know a lot of people who have given up on achieving the life of their dreams. But I know they'd still want them if they could get to them. But they just allowed to settle for so many reasons. So who I'm talking to is you today. What's really at the core of stopping you? What is that? Is it your friends or your associates? Is it the fear of what you think somebody else will think of you if you decide to change? Is it what I used to call the call of the wild? Is it the fact that you keep thinking that the thing that you're doing that's providing you these momentary moments of pleasure that really ain't really good or healthy for you, you don't want to stop doing that because you got just a little bit more something else you want to do? I call that the call of the wild. You know, it's just out there. Them streets is calling you. Them lights is calling you. You know, them girls is calling you. Them guys that's on the wrong side keep calling you. You can't seem to make a decision about the right guy. You keep picking the wrong guy all the time. What is it that's stopping you from having the life that you really want to have? So whatever the reason you're choosing, that's the reason that's stopping you from having the life that you want to have. It's no good, because at the end of the day, here's the real deal. See, God is available, and God is available for all of us, and God has a plan for all of us, and God wants the very best for all of us. That's the truth of the matter. So now, what we going to do to get started having that life? First of all, if it's your friends, I want you to understand something. Your friends can't save you. A lot of your friends offer no real help for you. Most of your friends don't have the answer themselves. I mean, it's just a wide range of reasons. And misery loves company. So usually when your friends are in a bad position, they kind of like company in that bad position. Your friends ain't going to church. You're going to be their friend. They don't really want you to go to church. You know, your friends don't pray, so why would they offer up prayer as a solution to you? You know, your friends don't really get the fact that if you treat people better, people would treat you better. So What's that? So your friends are a lot of times the reasons, the peer pressure of what, and then the thought in your mind of what they gonna think once they find out I don't do what they do anymore. Who cares what they think other than you? I mean, really, you can't let what somebody thinks of you stop you from having the best life you wanted to have. If I went by that theory right there, I wouldn't even be on this mic this morning. I would have never become a stand-up. I would have, had I listened to the people around me who clearly told me when I quit my job to pursue this, boy, don't you quit your job. You got a family. Boy, don't you do this. You ain't got no bit. That ain't no security in that. Get yourself a job. Go down here and work your brothers. Go to work over here. I heard all of that. I didn't let that stop me from pursuing this. Why would you allow that to stop you from pursuing your relationship with God so you can have the best life you could possibly have? You gangbang because they've convinced you that this is the family situation and love that you don't have, and they've convinced you that this is your only way, your only source of getting over. And then you drum up these ignorant reasons, man, for staying with it. But they sound so good when you listening to everybody else you're surrounded by telling you why we gang banging, why we holding this block down, why we slanging this thing here right here, why we letting it go like this here. You keep listening to them when all in your heart of hearts you know this ain't right. You already know, but you allow that form of the call of the wild, that wanting to be accepted by a group of people who trying to get you to accept a way so you can further their progress, to even prove that you worthy to be around them, you got to commit some type of crime. To even prove that you worthy to be around them. Then when you get busted on the crime, what happens to that? Where your family at now? They don't come down there to see you because guess what? They can't turn in their ID at the desk at a law enforcement center, so now your homies can't come visit you. And then, your family back out here, they ain't taking care of your family because it's all about them. Then you learn that. What is it that's stopping you from having the life that you always wanted to have? What is it? Why are you a repeat offender? Why do you keep checking yourself back into that institution? Why, man? Why won't you get it together? Why won't you give God a try? Why won't you disassociate yourself? Why would you continue to be a part of a revolving door system and becoming the farm system for these institutions that ain't got nothing for you? But you keep going back in there, and then every time you go in there, then your little homies or your gang-banging little silly little friends try to make you think that's a badge of honor. There ain't no badge of honor, man. That's one more scratch on that record. That's one more nail in that coffin. That's one step closer to that third strike where you ain't gonna ever get out. It's one step closer to that graveyard. You keep on. Why would you not give God a try? Why would you not go and see what your life could really be? What is it that's stopping you? Because see, I got news for you. There's nothing like waking up free. I don't care who you are. There's nothing like waking up with the joy in your heart. Now, if you ain't going to be free, get the joy in your heart, the satisfaction of knowing that you're accomplishing something with your life. Help somebody behind them bars. Get in the program. Show these young cats when they come in a better way. But don't you dare sit there, man, and just ride it out. And, man, just go and get the fullest life that you can have. You know what it feels like to wake up and be on your way somewhere, knowing that you have something to accomplish, that you can change somebody, that you can stop somebody from going down the road you went down. It's a whole lot of ways to make your life better. But why would you not go and have the best life you can have? What is it that's stopping you? Really? Really? So you think that Satan really has your best interests at heart? That little thing your mama kept telling you about praying, you wasn't listening, was you? But you know, it ain't ever too late to get back to that. It ain't ever too late to turn around. It ain't ever too late to get your life together. It ain't ever too late to seek God. And it ain't ever too late to pray. Don't forget to pray. Don't be ashamed to pray. And don't be too proud to pray. Because prayer changes things. Prayer changed people too. I'm a witness to that.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Ladies and gentlemen, let me have it. You know what I ask for every day. Your undivided attention. Today's show is dedicated to those that are directly involved or affiliated with the human race. If you are directly affiliated in any way with the human race, this show is dedicated to you. See, yeah! All right. Shirley Strawberry.
Hey, good morning, Steve. How are you?
I'm pretty fair. Carla Farrell.
Happy Friday. What's up, Steve?
I'm doing real good. Junior.
Morning, directly in it.
Directly in it. Good job. Good job. Good job. My man, J. Anthony Brown.
What up, Steve Harvey? What's going on? Watch out there now, buddy.
Boy, I go back with this boy like Cadillac seats. I'm talking about from the very beginning. Do you
Way
know my
back.
very first road gig ever? 1985. I met J. Anthony Brown.
Nobody had a damn thing. Neither one of us had nothing.
God.
Nothing.
Nephew Tommy.
Yes, sir. Top of the morning, Uncle Steve. 1985, baby. I was coming out of high school. 1985.
1985. Coming out of high school.
Yes, sir.
Damn.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
85 out of high school?
Mm-hmm.
God, I thought them pampers was getting changed on me.
Junior, man, you're just so young, man.
Man,
It's like,
it's just shocking when
85.
y'all say this type
I
of
know,
stuff.
huh? I wasn't even
Junior.
around in 85.
Yeah.
Junior, what was you doing in 85?
Counting was a problem.
Counting was a problem.
5, 10,
Coloring
15,
inside
20,
the
25.
lines. That's what he was doing.
No, Tommy. 1, 2, 3, 4. Golly, man. Y'all say that
Junior.
stuff. That stuff be mind blowing.
Junior, hold on, man. What year were you born?
78,
78.
That's why I say that was a problem.
78. I was working at Ford Motor Company.
Good and grown.
Man.
Man,
God,
78, I was
Joe.
on my second wife. 78.
Yeah. Come
I was
on,
in
boy.
court on my
God.
second. Yeah,
Come on,
just,
boy.
Just give it all to her. Yeah, whatever. Listen.
Golly.
Is that when you first turned into Bitter Man? That second one?
The first one did it.
The first one did it.
So all y'all had full-fledged lives in 85?
Oh, yeah.
Yo,
Oh,
full-fledged lies.
Yes.
Golly.
No, I was a kid. I was a kid in it.
No,
78
I was in my
85?
first marriage, and it was in trouble.
I was a junior in high school.
Yeah, because when we was on the road, we was talking about how bad it was for both of us. Man.
Dog.
Boy,
Really?
boy.
Jay asked
Boy, I
me
was
what
a
Jay said.
chess
So,
kid.
hey, man, how long you going to be out on the road? I said, as long as I can.
God.
6 days later, I was back home.
Yeah, man. It was rough.
He was born
Wow.
in 74.
All right, well, listen, guys. Coming up at 32 after the hour, Jay has something funny for us. It's called I Know I'm Not the Only One. We'll get into it right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
All right, guys, it is time for something funny. This segment's called I Know I'm Not the Only One. Okay? What you got, Steve?
Yeah, this is called I Know I'm Not the Only One. Now, y'all can sit at your desk behind your computer and lie if you like. But I know good and hell well I ain't the only one. Somebody ever gave you a number and you faked writing the number down?
Hell yeah. Hell
Oh,
yeah.
for sure.
Got it. 409.
Right. Yes.
4
All the
6 2
time.
8. Got it.
Got it. Read it back to me. Read it back. I got it.
No, I got it, man. Worry about that. I got you. Hold on, man. Somebody else call. I get back. Here's another one right here. Have you ever had a full-blown argument with yourself about what you should have said after an argument you just had with somebody else?
Yes.
Yes.
Ooh, yes.
I didn't
so
cuss
good.
hard enough.
And it
And I
mostly start with
should've
your
said
stupid
this.
ass.
Yeah. Yeah.
If
Yeah,
he say that
Steve.
again, what the next time he say something?
Ooh, wait till the next time.
That's a good one right
Yeah.
there.
You ever did this one right here?
Yeah.
Like somebody at your church or something gave you a dish to eat, take it home, you gonna enjoy it, and when you saw them again, you said you ate it and it was delicious,
Yeah.
but you know good and damn well you threw it away because you didn't think the
Hell
person was clean.
As soon as you hit the door.
Soon as she handed to you.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes.
Stop
Yeah.
it at the
I
service
saw her
station. I'm
shit.
getting
You
this
are
out
not
my
the
car.
only one. You are
Yeah,
not
yeah,
the only
yeah.
one. Come on,
You're
Steve.
not the-
Ever seen somebody out in public, they walked up to you and did that wide-legged stance and held their arms open like they sharp, and then you told them that outfit they had on was on point, and as soon as they walked away, you started talking about their ass.
No, damn well.
I know damn. It's
That's
not like
like a
that.
clown.
I know damn well. He ain't-
9-piece suit right there, boy. God.
Like a
No.
clown.
Yeah.
I know I'm not the
We
only one.
doing stuff that I know I'm not the only one. I know I'm not the only one. You ever did this here?
What?
You ever told somebody you wasn't home so they wouldn't come over?
Ooh, Lord.
And they came over anyway and you
yes.
was getting in the car? God,
Hey, you got to display like you just pulled up.
man.
Just got here.
Hey, man just got here.
I just got him.
Oh, man.
Yeah. You're not the only one. You are not the only one, man. I know I'm not.
I'm talking about stuff that I know I'm not the only one. You ever did this here? You ever ate so many damn grapes in the store that you decided you didn't even want the damn grapes?
You ate them all.
Too many of them wasn't sweet in that bunch.
He right. They was sour.
It was sour anyway.
Uh-huh.
I'm talking about stuff that I know I ain't the only one. Here, one of my favorites. Ever been in church just cracking on people?
Yeah.
No.
Falling out.
They ain't that
Man.
saved. They ain't that saved.
Can't wait
The
for
hell
the
she got on.
Yes, yes, yes.
Look at that ugly ass, baby.
Oh.
Ain't nobody in that family that saved. She ain't that saved. She ain't that
Yeah,
saved.
did that.
She ain't got to do all that.
It don't take all that.
I don't know why I passed the pimping. I don't know why he pimping.
You ever been on? I'm doing stuff that where I know I ain't the only one. You ever been on phone, told somebody you had another call, but you didn't?
Just to get
Oh,
out
just to
the
get
house.
out.
All the time.
Yeah.
Did that today.
Did
You
it
ever
last
click
week.
over to somebody else on the phone, but the click didn't go over?
Oh, yeah.
And you start talking?
Man,
Yes.
God.
They heard everything.
Yeah.
It gets
Thought
ugly.
you was gone. Thought you had to go. Right.
Clicked over and you still Joyce on the phone. That was Joyce. I can't believe that ever called.
I like this one right here. I'm talking about stuff that I know I ain't the only one. You ever did this here? You,
What you got?
you ever run a tab at a club and walk in and all of a sudden remember how high the tab is and just go get back in your car?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah,
I-
yeah. Did that one. Did that one. Yeah. Did that one. Definitely. Yeah.
Both the ladies said,
They ain't got to
The
buy
women
nothing.
said,
Yeah.
I was too young when that
Yeah.
happened. If it was in 85, I was in my pamper.
You ever been at an outdoor concert? This is stuff I know I ain't the only one. And you know how they had them outdoor porta potties?
Yes.
And you went to the outdoor porta potties, but all of them was locked. Somebody was in it. And you just went around behind the porta potty.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. They,
no.
they do that at the rodeo in Houston.
Right out in pub.
Our ladies ain't did that, but every
No,
dude
ladies-
done done
Yeah,
that.
Again, the
man,
ladies.
no,
Right
man.
behind the porta potty.
Especially if you know that door fitting to open and you had that little momentary release.
The back is pretty gamey. Don't go back then. It's pretty gamey.
Yeah.
Right.
We can find a spot to go now. That's
Yeah,
easy.
we gonna find a spot.
We gonna
Right.
find a spot.
Well, sure.
Okay.
You got one more?
You're not the only one.
I ain't
You
got
know
them. Well, I did this, but I think I'm the only one ever did this.
What? This is the last one. What?
Yeah, this. I'm pretty sure ain't nobody done this but me and Biggie Wig.
Oh, goodness.
Ever went to a funeral, stood in line to view the body, and you get up there and you at the wrong funeral home? Boy, let me tell you something.
No.
That's a classic ass moment.
That's a classic.
You get up there and you have no idea who that is. But the family on the front row crying, and you got to try to look concerned, but you don't really know these.
All right, Steve, thank you.
Thank you so much for coming, man. I ain't supposed to be here.
All right. Coming up next, the Nephews run that prank back right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Coming up at the top of the hour, entertainment news. Kylie Jenner addresses Travis Scott, the split between the two of them and the alleged reunion with her ex Tyga. Plus, we're going to ask Steve and the guys to give us some reasons as to when and really if you should get back with your ex. We'll talk about it at the top of the hour. Think about that, guys. Right now, the Nephew in the building with Run That Prank Back. Just as I thought, yeah.
Look who's moving next door. Look who's moving next door.
Ooh.
That's all right, run it.
Hello, I'm trying to reach Mr. Is it Dolphin? Dolan. Mr. Dolan?
Yes, sir.
How you doing? My name is Clifford.
Yeah, what can I do for you, Mr.
You live at Cheshire Drive?
Why do you want to know that?
Well, actually, I'm at 1623. I actually bought the house that was for sale next door to you.
Oh, okay. Well, congratulations. But how did you get my number?
Well, actually, the realtor told me that he had your number because I said I wanted to reach out to the neighbors next door, and he told me that Mr. Dolan was actually the person next door, and he didn't think you would mind me actually getting the number.
Okay. Well, I'll talk with the realtor later. But what can I do for you, sir?
Well, what I wanted to know is, do you have any problems like living next door to black people?
I'm sorry. What did you just ask me?
I mean, like I said, I just bought the place next door, and I wanted to know, do you have any problems, living next door to black people?
No, sir. I have no problem. I'm assuming you're a black man, and I have no problem with that. I judge people by their actions, not their color.
Okay. Now, do you have any black people experience?
Well, yeah, I've worked with, gone to school with, have several friends of many different ethnicities. But what is it? What's this? How is this relative?
Well, like I say, I'm gonna be living next to you, and I'm just making sure that you and I can coincide or coexist rather on the same block and not really have a problem with one another. Basically, is what I'm trying to say.
Well, do you have a problem with white people?
No, I don't have a problem with white people. I'm cool. I'm just trying to make sure, because me and you already have a bit of a problem already,
We do.
Yeah, we have a problem. I'm
bothering me while I'm at work. What's your problem?
Okay, well, my problem is that, after purchasing the property, I went downtown to the city and actually looked at, the layout of this entire property. And when I look at it, you're actually 25, close to 30 feet over the property line.
Well, no, you're looking at the wrong map.
No. The fence that separates my backyard from your backyard, you are 30 feet over that.
That's impossible. No.
Listen, and I know this. Now, let me. I'm gonna tell you how I look at. You got a jacuzzi in your backyard, right?
Oh, so you've been spying on me?
No, I haven't been spying on you, sir. I'm just telling you, close to that, not far from that fence line. Don't you have a jacuzzi there?
Well, as a matter of fact, I do. Yes.
Okay. Now the pool is okay, but if I push that fence line back 30 and actually get the property that I'm supposed to have, I pretty much own your jacuzzi, your hot tub.
I see. Okay. Let me tell you something. I've been in that house for 10 years. We put that fence up when we moved in, and it was based on the property line that was set 10 years ago. I don't know what you're looking at, but my fence is not moving, my jacuzzi's not moving, and there's no changing that.
Okay. Well, let me. I'm glad you voiced what you wanted to voice. Now you hear old Clifford out. Let me tell you something. Either we gonna take the fence line and move it where it's supposed to be, or we gonna put a gate between our 2 yards, and I'm gonna be able to come and get in this jacuzzi and pool whenever I want to.
All right, let's talk about this. First of all, there's not going to be any date, okay? And as far as you just coming over and getting in the jacuzzi at will, I got a real problem with that. You've called me at work. I'm on the job, and I'm having to listen to this on a future neighbor who's making weird claims about how he owns part of my land. That.
I own the jacuzzi, sir.
No, you did not pay for that jacuzzi. You did not pay for that fence. You just showed up making you called me at work and then you hand me some story with no evidence. I'll go down to City Hall and look at those papers myself because I don't trust a word you're saying. I've been there for 10 years. I've had 10 other neighbors in that backyard. Y'all cycle through once a year, I swear, and I've never had any problems with them until you come along. This is some
Okay, well, I tell you what. Here's something you need to understand. You got a new black neighbor, and you got a new black neighbor that owns your jacuzzi because you're over the fence line, all right? And as soon as I move in, I'm coming and I'm getting in my jacuzzi.
You will, man. You know what I mean? No. Move into that.
I'm going to use the jacuzzi on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. You get it on Tuesday, Thursday, and the weekend. That's it. Because part of this damn jacuzzi belongs to me. The jacuzzi is owned by a black man and a white man, and we're going to get along. Bottom line.
Look here. Listen here, you. Who are you to dictate what days I get to use my jacuzzi?
Because it's not just
coming over to my jacuzzi.
It's not just your jacuzzi. It's our jacuzzi because you built it. That's the only thing that makes it yours. It being on my part of the property helps make it mine. So therefore, we're going to share this damn jacuzzi, and we're going to try to get
in my jacuzzi. I'm tossing your across the fence.
I will be there Mondays, Wednesdays, and
you ain't gonna be. I'll be standing at my jacuzzi with a shotgun. You take one step over to my property line. I swear, if I could jump through this phone, I'd wring your neck.
You know who's gonna be in there with me?
Who the gonna be in there?
I'm gonna have Cunningham in the damn jacuzzi. Who? Cunningham.
My coworker? What the?
Hey, man, this is Nephew Tommy, man. Your boy Cunningham got me to prank phone call you.
Payback's a...
We got you, man. We got you.
You got me good.
Hey, I got one more thing to ask you, man. What is the baddest, and I mean the baddest, radio show in the land?
The Steve Harvey Radio Show.
There you go. Nephew, full effect. Yeah, that's me. Tomorrow's me, Salisbury, Maryland, Wacomico Civic Center. I will be there. The Nephew in Salisbury, Maryland, landing the cut for next week, the following week, 11, 12, 13, Chuckles Comedy Club, brand spanking new in Jackson, Mississippi. The Nephew will be there. Tickets are on sale right now.
Oh,
cool?
Okay. All right. Well,
cool
thank you, Nephew. Yeah.
Yeah, you the grand opening, Nephew.
You excited?
Yeah, I'm so excited. I'm so excited. And I'm also excited this Saturday is the premiere of Ready to Love. That's 10 p.m., 9 Central. Ready to Love on OWN, baby. Come check me out. It's season 2, The Nephew holding it down.
Yeah, he lost weight for it and everything.
187.
All right, coming up at the top of the hour.
Everybody tuning in to see the 187.
Coming up at the top of the hour, entertainment and national news right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
In today's entertainment news, the news broke recently that Kylie Jenner, the youngest of the Kardashians and the billionaire, and Travis Scott, her baby daddy, were taking a break. This was shortly after it was rumored that Kylie met with her ex-boyfriend Tyga. Kyla went to clear things up on Twitter by tweeting, "The internet makes everything 100 times more dramatic than what it really is. There was no 2 a.m. date with Tyga. You see me drop 2 of my friends off at a studio that he happened to be at." And in a follow-up tweet, Kylie tweeted that Travis and I are on great terms, and our main focus right now is Stormy. That is their baby girl. So here's a question, Steve. Thought it'd be a good question for you guys. What reason can you think of to get back with your ex?
I'm going to speak on behalf of me and Jay.
Yeah.
Go
There's
ahead.
not
I want to
a
hear this.
damn reason on earth. And I'm speaking for me and Jay.
Go ahead. I don't have to say a word.
You don't have to say nothing, Jay. I got this talk. Don't worry. This from me to you. There ain't a damn reason on earth. There ain't a check you could give me. There is no forethought to it. It never has been a moment of reconciliation. It's nothing to reconsider.
It's not a sermon, Jay.
In the words of Cedric the Entertainer, I wish a blankety blank would. Now go ahead, Tommy Jr. Y'all answer that.
I'm on that same page.
You can get some of that.
I'm
I
not
don't
going
believe
back.
Junior is.
Never. Ever.
There's a reason for me to go back, but she got to be holding the cure to sickle cell for me to show up. That is a reason for me to, unless you call me
that's a
and
good
say,
reason, though.
hey, you ain't got to suffer no more. It's the only reason why I'm going back. I can't think of another reason to go back. Yeah, there ain't no reason to go back.
that, Junior.
Yeah.
Well, okay, Junior, you motivated me. I have a reason.
Okay, well, what
Okay.
is it? That's what the
well,
question
see.
is. That's what the question is.
No, I can't clean it up the way.
That's finna
I
get
can't-
ugly.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, let's see. Don't be ugly.
Yeah, I can't fix this for radio. Go ahead, Tommy.
Come on, Tommy.
I'm not ever going back. Ever. I'm happy where I am. No. I
Oh,
would
that's
never go
sweet.
back.
Now, I like that response.
I'm happy where
I like
am.
that response. Yeah.
Yeah.
No.
I'm happy where I am, but
Yeah.
no.
talking about
Let's get rid of this.
Yeah.
Any notion. Don't ask me.
Backslide.
Yeah.
A backslide.
Don't ask me a damn thing about it.
I'm trying
Can
not to ever
can I
run
say
into
one
them.
thing?
I
Can
was
say
going
one
to
thing?
ask you. I know
Come
Steve
on.
spoke for you.
I don't want
but-
nobody delivering no message or nothing. You know, he was on the radio the other day. He said if things could no. No, he
Ain't
didn't.
no thing.
I just want to say one thing. If somebody told you
Go
we was
ahead.
back together, it's a damn lie, okay?
Yeah. Yeah.
Come on, Jay.
Yeah.
One of the 4 or 5, however many ex-wives you have. Now,
Going
one.
back. I'm going back.
Who you breaking up, Shirley? I can't even hear.
Yes,
I got
Steve.
Jay. I got you. Don't worry about it.
Yes, Steve.
I've known 1, 2, 3. I probably know 4 of them. And
said 4 of them.
it ain't gonna happen. Now there's one. There's one that was really great person. You know, and that was all Jay's fault.
You know that for a fact.
Yeah.
Well, you know what,
Okay,
Steve?
sure.
All of them was my fault. I was my fault.
And you don't care,
You take
do
the
you?
charge.
And he doesn't care
I
then.
could go back, Shirley. I could.
Oh, you could? We got to get caught up on today's headlines, Steve. Let's go.
Ladies and gentlemen, Miss Ann Tripp.
Thank you very much, and good morning, everybody. This is Ann Tripp with the news. You know, a lot of anger and questions remain in the wake of the Amber Geiger trial in Dallas, Texas. First, over the relatively lenient 10-year sentence the admitted racist was given, a term attorney Benjamin Crump says is extremely unusual.
I have represented many black men who have been wrongfully convicted and spent decades in prison, didn't do anything wrong, and yet they didn't get any consideration like this white policewoman who killed this unarmed black man in his own apartment. People in our community have been sentenced to more time for selling marijuana, nonviolent crimes, and so it continues to underscore the fact that we have a lot of work to do in America to live up to the Constitution, equal justice under the law for all citizens.
That tape courtesy of ABC. There are questions about the behavior of the judge, Tammy Kemp, who embraced Miss Geiger and gave her a Bible as she was carted away to jail. Judges don't usually hug convicted murderers. And the police chief, Renee Hall, is promising an investigation into the way her cops handled the initial crime scene, something the victim's mother, Allison Jean, says is sorely needed.
The city of Dallas needs to clean up inside. The Dallas Police Department has a lot of laundry to do. The Texas Rangers need to know who's on board.
By the way, Amber Geiger was eligible for parole in only 5 years. President Trump is now calling on China to investigate Joe Biden and his son Hunter. Trump made a similar request to the president of the Ukraine by phone, but in that instance, millions of U.S. taxpayer dollars already earmarked for Ukraine were allegedly held up. And again, that was a private phone call, apparently. By the way, the president's approval rating, we could see this coming, is soaring since the announcement of an impeachment inquiry. His supporters are really getting right lockstep right behind him. In fact, it's at its highest mark, his approval rating now at 49%. MGM Resorts has agreed to pay up to $800 million to resolve claims brought by survivors of the massive shootings in Las Vegas, with the gunman shooting people attending that country music concert from a room in the Mandalay Bay Hotel. $800 million. MGM Resorts says they're willing to pay. The shooter killed 58 people and wounded hundreds of others. And finally, tonight, the quiet member of the Jackson clan, Tito, performs at tonight's Living Legends Foundation dinner in L.A. that benefits folks in the industry who've fallen on hard times. Tito tells me that he'll be performing his newest. It's a One-Way Street.
It's about a relationship that I had about this young lady. We broke up after the time, and I wanted to be with her, but she wanted to move on.
Now back to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
All right, guys. Well, you know, when Jay's off, he's usually busy, and lately he's been authoring a lot of books. He's written a new one,
brand new one,
this week. And what's the title, Jay?
When Black Men Go Blonde. When Black Men Go Blonde. I'm not finished with the title. I'm not finished. I'm not even finished with the title. I'm glad y'all like the title.
That's enough.
When black men go blonde, their lives go upside down until they get that mess out their head. It's a bestseller. It's going to be that.
One more time.
When black men go blonde, their lives go upside down until they get that mess out their head. Yeah, this is all the research I've done on this book is unbelievable, man. I've chronicled everybody. When black men go blonde, their lives go upside down until they get that mess out their head. All right.
Stupid.
He is so stupid.
Wow.
Oh, man.
That's the book, Jay.
When black men go blonde.
What made you think of that, Jay?
When black men go blonde.
Did you see somebody?
What made you think of
I've
that?
seen a lot of black men who've gone blind, and that's what this book is all about. Yeah, well, for instance, we're going to start off with Cisco. Cisco was doing very well. Very well. I mean, down.
Drew Hill, all that. Yeah.
Went blonde and lost his damn mind.
Hey, man, can I say something about Cisco?
Go ahead.
That boy right there, that boy could sing.
Oh, yes,
he can.
Lord Jesus, that boy could sing.
I never doubted that he could sing. Never doubted that he could sing. But when he went blind, he went upside down.
Got this feeling.
Come on.
I just can't shake it loose.
Just can't dance. Then he went blind, Steve. Everything. Chapter 4. This is a very serious chapter. I got a chapter in there about Wesley Snipes.
Me so bad.
Wesley Snipes.
Wesley Snipes, when he went blind and Demolition Man didn't want to pay his taxes, lost his damn mind.
Oh, wow. What chapter is that, Jay? I love
this
that.
Chapter 4, Wesley Snipes. Now, we cannot. We're doing fine now, doing church services and everything. But when Kanye went blind, I mean, it was upside down.
You say we're doing church services.
He's doing fine.
That blind do something to you, Jay. Never thought of that, dog.
And last but not least, this is the last chapter in the book. What's his name? I don't give a rat's ass. What is his name?
Dennis Rodman.
Dennis Rodman.
I don't give a rat's ass.
Yeah, that changed.
But here's the thing about Dennis. Not only did he go blind, he went blue, he went rust, he went gray, he went cat's tail, he went fish skin, he went polka dot, he went zebra skin, he went everything.
Rabbit ass mind, didn't he?
Yeah.
So the book will be out shortly. When black men go blind and their lives go upside down until they get that mess out their head. Just so y'all look for the book.
Sounds like a bestseller. I love it, Jay. All right, coming up at 34 after the hour, even in times of tragedy, Black Americans have a long tradition of forgiveness. We'll talk about it right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
All right, so Steve, there's an article on CNN.com about Black Americans having a long tradition of forgiveness, even in times of tragedy. And yesterday, we all discussed it on air, how shocking it was when Botham Jean's brother, Brant John, hugged Amber Geiger, his killer, and told her he forgave her. Another example of forgiveness, remember when some of the relatives of the victims of the 2015 church shooting in Charleston, South Carolina, said they forgave shooter Dylan Roof. Well, Steve, here's the question. Why do you think we as Black Americans have a long tradition, a history of forgiveness?
That's a tough question,
It
but
is, I think.
we have, since we got here, have had to get over so many things.
Mm-hmm.
And I think if we as a people had carried the non-forgiving factor around, I think it would have destroyed us. I think that we have become as great a people as we are because we have learned the power of moving forward. And sometimes in moving forward, you have to forgive. Or you can harbor the point, hang on to it, and see where that gets you. I mean, it's a hard question because, look, you don't have to forgive somebody. You really don't. The choice is up to you. You have the decision to make for yourself. Forgiveness is not for everybody. But at the end of the day, if you don't forgive, you have to remember that forgiveness is not for the other person. It's for you. Mm-hmm. It's so you don't drink the poison of non-forgiveness and you don't end up drinking it and it becomes a cancer eating away at you. Mm-hmm. Now, is that hard to do? Hell yeah it is. Hell yeah it is.
But you know what, Steve?
I'm just going to tell you, I can't.
I'm
just gonna be real. I can't give you no hug after you didn't.
Yeah,
take my
I can
brother.
forgive you, but I can't hug your ass.
I
I'm
can't
with you,
hug
Tommy.
you, and I ain't combing your hair in court either. I'll be damned if I'm finna do that.
And we can't do a selfie. We can't do a selfie.
Man.
No.
All right, let me say this. Let me say this too, Steve. Forgiveness doesn't have a time limit. You know, some people were upset that right there in the courtroom he hugged her and he forgave her. You know, that was his choice and up to him. And if you really want to know the truth about it, if you're a follower of Christ, if you're a Christian, that's what forgiveness looks like. It looks like
form,
that in its purest form. Absolutely.
That's what that was.
Absolutely.
Well, I'm gonna need that 10 years. I'm gonna need that whole 10 years to get mine together before we get.
She's not gonna do 10. She's not going to do 10 years.
Yeah.
Well, I mean,
but you know
it's just like Shirley said. He was on the stand and they asked him. He was talking about how he felt about his brother's death, and that was his moment. And like Shirley said, that was his moment for forgiveness. And everybody is not the same. Like Sabrina Fulton, Trayvon Martin's mother, says she has not forgiven George Zimmerman for killing her son. She said that in an article in Essence magazine. So, but he did not get punished for killing her son.
No.
Do you know what I'm saying?
Right.
So everybody is different.
I can forgive you. I just can't hug your ass. That's all I'm saying. I'm with that.
Well, yeah. I mean, and there's different levels. I mean, you know, obviously that was so big and so poignant and so moving what that young man did, and it was so shocking. The judge was crying.
But you know,
go ahead.
What he did was not for us.
Absolutely.
What he did was not for her.
Yes.
What he did was for him and his brother. See, that's what made what he did so incredibly deep, that in the midst of all that, he knew what type of person he was and the type of person his brother was. And he chose not to let his brother's memory be tainted with a bunch of hate.
Yeah.
She gonna do the time regardless. And guess what? She ain't getting no more time than she got. But what everybody gotta understand is there's more ways to paying for something than just time. That woman got to try to live with herself. That's why I was okay with the brother.
Are we gonna talk about this a little later? About
that's
myself.
Cool. No, that's cool.
Yeah. We could bring it back up, Junior. We're going to move on now and switch gears here. Coming up next, the nephew with today's prank phone call. That's coming up right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Coming up at the top of the hour, right about 4 minutes after, it's my strawberry letter for today. The subject, I think I'm playing with fire. Think I'm playing with fire. Right now, speaking of playing with fire all the time, it's the nephew here with the prank phone call. What you got, Neff?
House party at Glenda's.
Oh.
House party at Glenda's. Everybody like a good house party. House party
A good Glenda.
at Glenda's. Let's go.
Hello. Hello, hey, man, y'all need me to bring some ice over there?
Yeah, man, we can use some ice over here, though. Who is this?
Hey, this is Lawrence, man. I was trying to see if y'all need some ice. What kind of beer should I bring, man? Y'all want some beer?
Man, everybody over here pretty much do Budweiser, man. Now, who'd you say this was again?
This is Lawrence, man. I ran into your wife at the supermarket, and she was telling me y'all was, getting together, and she told me to, come on through if I had some time. So I ain't want to just come through there without nothing. You know what I'm saying? I don't, come through empty-handed, looking disrespectful, man.
Yeah, I feel it, man. We pretty much over here just kicking and watching the game, man. You can, some beer, some ice. That'll be good, bro.
Okay, cool, man. Well, listen, how many people y'all gonna have? I want to make sure I bring enough stuff.
Yeah, but who'd you? I can't really hit, man. Who'd you say this was again, though?
My name is Lawrence, man. I went to school with Glenda.
Oh, okay. You went to school with Glenda. Okay, Lawrence, huh?
Yeah. We went to school together. So I ain't seen her I swear it's been 15, 20 years. You know what I mean? Ironically, I just got back to town, 2 weeks ago, and to run into a classmate, I was like, wow. But she invited me out, man. I ain't been nowhere since I got here, so. It's cool just to get out a little bit. So, you say Budweiser and I bring some ice, man. So, yeah, we good. So I'm just going to bring a couple cases. That's cool?
Yeah, man, that's cool. But you say, Glenda, y'all went to high school or college? Where'd you meet her at?
No. Me and Glenda went to high school together, dog.
Oh, y'all went to high school together?
Yeah, that's back in the day. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. What'd you say? You said your name, Lawrence?
Yeah, Lawrence. Yeah, we went to high school together, man. That was, man, Glenda still look good, dog. How long y'all been married?
Yeah, we've been married for about 16 years, man.
Wow. Okay, yeah, man. You did good, man. I hate I messed it up. You know what I mean? But it's neither here nor there, man. But it's just ironic that I ran into her, man. So I just appreciated the invite. I saw Glenda, man. Your girl looking good, man. I ain't seen her in a long time. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, yo, man. Let's back up a minute, man. What you mean you hate you messed that up? What you mean by that?
Well, no, okay, my bad, dog. I'm thinking you familiar with my name. No, see, Glenda was my high school sweetheart. We dated from 9th grade to the 12th grade, man. We went to prom together.
All right, bro. Look, all right, man. I see. You know what, man? Let me see. I don't know what Glenda, what she meant by telling you you could come through the crib, bro. But you can't come through my house, dog. I mean, I done had mine back in the day, and she might have had hers, bro. But you can't come over my house, dude.
Okay, hold up, man. Now, Glenda then invited me, and I'm coming. I don't know what the hostility is, but I'm coming to the house.
You ain't coming to my house, dog.
Hey, dog, listen to me, man. I'm not finna sit here and go back and forth with you. I done ran into Glenda in the store. Glenda said it was good to see me, come through tonight. I say, cool, and she gave me the number asking you what else I should get, So I'm calling you saying, hey, man, you want some ice and some beer? I'm gonna roll through, man. It's just a party, dog. You insecure? What's up?
No, I ain't no insecure. Listen to me, dog. I'm gonna go and get Glenda. All right, and this, because this right here don't make sense to me, dog. What you mean Glenda invited you to the house? And I'm telling you right now, you ain't coming to my house, bro. If you come to my house, you're going to get up.
Hold on. So what you threatening me now, dog? That's what you doing?
Who is you, dog?
I'm her first. That's who I am.
Dog? I would never do that
first. I'm her first. I'm the one she really remember.
What you mean you the one she really remember?
I'm her first, dog.
See, man, look, man, I like I said, you bring your punk over to my house, and it's going to be about 20 waiting on you. All right, all my boys over here, we kicking it. All right, you bring your over here, you won't leave. I promise you that.
I tell you what, man, I'll be over there because Glenda the one invited me, and I'm showing up. And if you start tripping with me, guess what, dog? It's on and popping. One thing I ain't forgot is my first love. And my first love then invited me to the house.
Man, I can't even deal with this right here, bro. I'm going to tell you, you obviously, you don't spoke to Glenda. You know where the I live, all right? You show your up. I want you to come on over and you show up. Like I said, you show up and your ain't going home. I promise you that, bro.
It's whatever then, man. It's whatever.
Bro. Hey, bro, look, man. Me and my boys over here, we just waiting on it. All you got to do is make the move, bro. All you got to do is make the move.
I tell you what, man. Let me call Glenda. See, I need to call Glenda. Because, see, Glenda.
Let me get Glenda. Who the are you, dog? Who the are you?
I'm going to tell you one more time, I am Glenda's first.
I don't give a
and it sounds like I might be her last, her everything.
This must be out his mind, CeeLo. Listen, I got this on the phone, bro. Yo, dog.
Hey, let me ask you this here, man. You don't even know where Glenda's spot at, do you? Do you?
What the
I know where her spot at.
What the who the are you, dog? What the think this is, bro?
Hey, man,
you bring your over here. I want you to show up at my You call me with this stupid bro. You talking about my girl's spot. You come, but I want to see you at the crib right now, bro. Get your in your whip right now. You drive down to my and I'm gonna you up, bro.
You ain't finna do nothing to me.
What?
I said you ain't gonna do nothing
to you, huh? I ain't gonna do nothing to you. I promise you bring over here, bro. I'm telling you, you're not going home, dog. You're not going home.
Whatever. I got one more thing I want to say to you. Is you listening?
Talking my girl? What the
I got one more thing I want to say to you, though. Is you listening to me?
I'm not listening to you.
Hey, man, is you listening? Is you listening? Because evidently you ain't. Are you listening to me?
You want to say?
This is Nephew Tommy from the Steve Harvey Morning Show. You just got pranked by your wife, Glenda.
Damn. You see, bro? You're playing, man. You're playing, dog. I'm gonna kill y'all, man. I'm so glad this is a joke, bro. I'm telling you, because one of us was leaving here tonight, bro.
Oh, God.
Daddy. Hey, before I go into my normal routine, hey, J. Anthony Brown.
Yeah, what you need?
Hey, from my understanding, the other day when I was doing my golf training, they telling me, Jay, you, Mr. Team Tommy, President Team Tommy.
CEO.
They telling me, you CEO of Team Tommy. You doing me now, from what I understand.
No.
Tommy can't hear? Why Tommy can't hear? Why he, what? Did you hear me? What did you do, Jay?
In my defense, if y'all gonna sit here and talk about forgiving the lady, if y'all can, then I'm asking you. What I'm asking you. What I'm asking you to do is.
This is crazy.
We had a long segment about forgiveness, and what I'm asking you to do is to forgive. If anything you heard that was offensive, I need you to search deep down in your heart.
I need you to hug me like that boy
me.
did. And forgive me.
Well, I want you to know
deep
this.
down in your heart and forgive me.
Yeah.
I'm not. What I'm not going to do is hug your ass. You do know that.
All right, we got to move on, guys. Thank you, Nephew. And thank you, Jay. Up next, it is the Strawberry Letter subject. I think I'm playing with fire. We'll get into it right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Time now for today's Strawberry Letter. And if you need advice on relationships, dating, work, sex, parenting, and more, please submit your Strawberry Letter to steveharveyfm.com and click Submit Strawberry Letter. We could be reading your letter live on the air, just like we're going to read this one right here, right now.
Buckle up. Hold on tight. We got it for you. Here it is, the Strawberry Letter.
Thank you, Nephew. Subject, I think I'm playing with fire. Dear Steve and Shirley, I'm an older single man and I'm very nice looking, not your typical old cornball pops type. Dating is hard for me because most women my age have let themselves go and look matronly. I love online dating sites and I have a great time meeting and hooking up with various women. Recently, a 30-year-old bombshell sent me a message to say that she was looking for a little financial help in exchange for some confidential fun. So we have met up for lip service a few times, and that's it. We've never gone all the way. I give her a little extra money for bills and, to get her hair done and her nails done, and she's happy. But here's my problem. She asked me to do her a big favor, and I agreed to it. She told me that her mom is single, gorgeous, and a lot of fun, but she has trouble meeting good men. She asked me to escort her mom to a gala as her date. She told her mom that I am her coworker's dad, and she showed her a picture of me. She showed me a picture of her mom, too. I took her mom to the gala, and we had a great time talking, laughing, and dancing. We are the same age, and we have a lot in common. After the gala, she invited me in for a nightcap. We had been drinking wine all night, so one thing led to another, and I ended up spending the night with her. I must say that we're compatible in the bedroom, too. I think I want to keep seeing this woman, but I don't want to mess it up with what I have with her daughter. They can give me two different and very pleasurable experiences. Besides, the daughter is only in it for the money. What do you think? Can I get away with it, or am I playing with fire? Please help. No, I don't think you're going to be able to get away with this one. They're mother and daughter. You know they're going to talk. Yeah, you're playing with fire if you're not honest. And if you get greedy, which is what you're doing, what are you doing? You're being greedy now. I mean, and the only one really who's going to be mad in this whole thing, I think, is the daughter, because like you say, she's only in it for the money. And if you stop the money, then she probably will be mad. So in this case, I think it's okay. I think you need to be honest, open and honest with the daughter. You said you haven't slept with the daughter. You guys have had lip service, met up for lip service. So I'm assuming you've kissed the daughter, and that's all. So that should make it a little easier because you guys haven't gone all the way. I say in this particular case, life is short. I think this situation is different because you guys are the same age. You're very compatible, as you say. You have a lot in common. You enjoy each other's company. You're compatible in the bedroom. You do want to keep seeing her. But then here's the greedy part when you say you don't want to mess up what you have with the daughter. What do you have with the daughter? You're the daughter's sugar daddy. All right? You're the daughter's sugar daddy. That's what you are. You didn't say how old you are, but the daughter's 30, so I'm assuming you're in your 50s or 60s here. So, if you're going to be open and honest and not greedy, this situation can work if the mom agrees to it. If not, you think you can have your cake and eat it too. It's not going to work, and it's going to backfire, and you won't have either of them. Steve?
Wow. Not necessarily. Good answer, Shirley. I like
Wow, man, that is... Ooh.
This is a tough one, dude. Let me just start at this. I think I'm playing with fire. Well, what the hell you think it for? Cause your ass know. There ain't no I think. You a grown man. You're an older single man. I'm very nice looking, not your typical old cornball pop type. Okay. Now, that's an opinion. That's just an opinion.
His opinion.
Ain't nothing in this letter after you said you was nice looking. They ain't come up no more. The daughter ain't said, oh my God, he fine. The mama ain't said, oh my God, you fine. It ain't come up no more, dog.
Let him be nice looking, Steve.
Well, but I don't like men talking about how nice they look. I just don't like that.
I know you don't.
I noticed.
I'm a good, strong man. I'm a strong, be that. I'm talking about I'm nice looking. Try to give a damn. I don't like dudes like that.
I'm with you.
And then, dating is hard for me because most women my age have let themselves go and look
matronly.
Matronly? What is that, like like a nun?
Well, yeah, like an older woman, maybe,
What is matronly?
Put on a couple of pounds.
But what do matronly mean?
Not sexy, Steve.
Okay, somebody give me the definition or Webster definition of matronly so I can get into this I need to.
Like your mother, not your girlfriend.
I love online dating sites. I've had great time meeting, hooking up with various women. Then this 30-year-old bombshell sent you a message to say she was looking for a little financial help in exchange for some confidential fun. What? Okay, hey man.
Wait, Steve.
Matronly and confidential fun.
The definition of matronly says having the attributes of a matron.
See, and what the teacher told me in school was you can't define a word with the word.
Exactly.
But now you dating older women that look matronly, and now you done met this young girl. She wanted to do some financial help in exchange for some confidential fun.
Mm-hmm.
So we done met up for lip service a few times, and that's it. So y'all kissing.
Mm-hmm.
Now, we ain't never gone all the way. I give her extra money for bills to get her hair and nails done, and she is happy. For kissing? You paying bills for kissing?
Woo.
I'm not.
All right, hang on, Steve. Hang on. Why are you mad at him? First you're mad
Hell
because
no,
he said
no.
he
We
was
ain't paying bills for kissing.
No.
All right, look.
I'm telling you right now.
We'll have part 2 of Steve's response coming up at 23 after the hour, right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
All right, Steve, come on. Let's recap today's Strawberry Letter subject. I think I'm playing with fire.
All right, we back. We playing with fire now.
Woo!
That's what this letter is, because I have a couple of clarifications I got on the break. Now, this nice-looking man who just nice-looking just to his damn self done met this woman online that's a 30-year-old bombshell. They done got to talking. Now, what he normally meet women his own age who are matronly. Now, matronly, according to the dictionary, is relating to or characteristics of a staid or conservatively dressed older married woman, especially one with a somewhat heavy build. She looks matronly in a putty-colored tweed two-piece.
Okay.
Now that's the definition of matron.
Let me give you another one too, Steve. A female animal kept for breeding.
Whoa.
Okay, that's a little too harsh. Shirley,
Yeah.
I can't believe you did that.
That's what it says.
Shirley, we don't want that one, okay? Listen, we just doing jokes
Just
right
so,
now.
just so you get a picture.
Well, I hooked up with Verge when recently she met this 30-year-old bombshell, sent me a message saying she was looking for a little financial help in exchange for some confidential funds. So we've met up for lip service a few times, and that's it. We've never gone all the way. Now, I was thinking lip service is just kissing.
Me too. What
Well,
is it?
on the break, I've been enlightened. Lip service is something else.
Uh-oh.
What is it?
It's when the two people provide pleasure with their lips. So they met up for lip service. This is more than kissing now. They're providing pleasure for one another with their lips. That's what this is. Oh, that changes. And he said it just a few times, and that's it. We've never gone all the way. I give a little extra money for bills. Now I understand these bill paying now.
Because at first you did.
Yeah, at first I thought y'all was just kissing. You can't get bill money for kissing, but for that, oh yeah, you get that car note caught up. What you get? Groceries. Groceries. Oh, hell yeah. What you need? Your insurance policy lapse. Well, we get that right back for you.
Wow.
Rent. Gotcha. Kids' school clothes. Yeah. Okay. So now anyway. Well, anyway, but here's the problem. She asked me to do her a big favor, and I agreed to do it. She told me that her mom is single, gorgeous, and a lot of fun. But she has trouble meeting good men, so she asked me to escort her mom to a gala as her date. She told her mama that I'm her co-worker's dad, and she showed her a picture of me. She showed me a picture of mom, too. I took her mom to the gala. We had a good time talking. They were lip servicing. They were just talking, laughing, and dancing.
How were they laughing?
And they the same age, and they got a lot in common. Well, after the gala was over, she invited me in for a nightcap. They drinking. Now, y'all been drinking wine all night. What the nightcap for? To cap off the night.
Yes, sir.
So now y'all in there capping off nights, and one thing led to another. This is my favorite part in Strawberry Letters, how they always say, so one thing led to another. I ended up spending the night with her. So now you done slept with the mama. Now I must say that we're compatible in the bedroom too. I think I want to keep seeing this woman, but I don't want to mess up what I have with her daughter, because they can give me two very different and pleasurable experiences. Boy, look at here. Besides, the daughter is only in it for money. What do you think? Can I get away with it, or am I playing with fire? Please help. Well, dog, now that we understand what's really going on, you having one type of sex with the daughter and you're having all the way sex with the mama. The daughter just in it for money, but you happen to think that the mama is fly. She more you may could have found someone. But the problem here is, dog, you ain't found nothing. Because see, dog, you really an old player. And you like playing because even in your letter, you said, I have a great time meeting and hooking up with various women online. So now, you got these two women here. One of them does something for you physically and don't go all the way, and the other one go all the way. But you like the mama, but you don't want to mess up what you have with the daughter because she just in it for money. Well, here's what I could tell you. Stay with the mama because the mama is cheaper.
Wow.
That's why?
And the mama broke it all the way off for free.
It's a little wine.
See, ain't no need of you. Dog, let me explain
Are
something to
you
you.
for real?
I'm just on the real. You cannot make this work, dog. It cannot work.
But
because, dog, it can't work, Tommy. Let me come back and tell you why it can't work.
Okay, I got something to ask if you don't mind.
All right.
When we come back.
All right. You got to post your comments on today's Strawberry Letter on Instagram and Facebook at Steve Harvey FM. And please check out the Strawberry Letter podcast on demand. Now, coming up at 46 after the hour, Steve's got a little more on the Strawberry Letter that he's going to impart to us. Subject, I think I'm playing with fire. We'll be right back at 46 after the hour, right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
All right, Steve, before we get to Pimpin' and the football picks, you wanted to finish the Strawberry Letter subject. I think I'm playing with fire about this older guy and
This man loves online dating. He's an old player. He got this girl he met online, 30-year-old bombshell. Said they can have some confidential fun. He done got together with the girl, and they provide each other with lip service, meaning that they having different just sex. And so then she asked him, and he been giving her money and stuff for it. And it's been going real well. Then she asked him to do her a favor, take her mama to a gala. He showed him a picture of the mama. She liked the mama, but showed the mama a picture of her, said it's one of her co-workers' daddies. She know you old. And so you said, yeah, met the mama, she fine. Y'all went out, had a good time, got to drink, and she invite you in for a drink. You end up spending the night with the mama, and you enjoy the mama. You really like the mama. Y'all compatible in bed, and y'all got a lot in common. You laughing and stuff. Now, you trying to figure out, because you've been breaking off this money to this young girl who's providing you with this lip service, and you providing her with lip service. Y'all just don't go all the way. That now you want to know if you can make both of them work. Dog, this ain't going to work. Women always know. They know, dog. They going to find out. Now, what's your question, Tommy?
If I'm the dude, I didn't invested way too much in this first girl. I got stock in there now. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
I got to get broke off before I leave, at least. It's too. I spent too much money, huh? I spent way too much money, man.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
We ain't with this halfway thing we doing. We got to finish this off before I get over here to mama.
Whoa.
Don't you think?
Whoa. I almost said brace yourselves when he said he wanted to ask a question.
See, this is why it won't work, because men have stupid logic when it comes to the way they think about sex. This is some dumbass logic right here. Didn't I just tell you that they gonna find out?
Money's been invested. I'm with
Why y'all always looking at each other like that?
Yeah, that's gonna come
now, all you can do, the only chance you got, is to tell how you really met the daughter.
Yeah, be honest.
But that's if you wanted to keep the mama. Your problem ain't you trying to keep the mama. Your problem is you trying to keep them both. And if you try to keep them both, it's going to end miserably for you. But if you just try to keep the mama, you'd have to give up something. And you ain't willing to do that because you enjoy online dating. You said that. And you don't want to have nobody. You ain't looking for nobody. You enjoy online dating. You
Because
meet
why?
various women.
'Cause he thinks
So,
he's
dog,
cute.
that's what you are. So just tell them that's what you are and go on about your business. Because you try to keep both of them, you're going to get busted. And they're going to probably kill you.
All right, coming
Just
up.
wanna throw that out.
Coming up at the top of the hour, Pimpin and his NFL picks right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
All right, it is time for, what is this, week 5? Wow.
Yeah. Week 5.
Yeah, NFL games, week 5.
Oh, Pimp got here early.
Yeah, I don't, sometimes I don't wait on the music. What's up? What's happening, everybody? What's going on? Hey, what's up? Hey, what's up, Tommy?
What's up, Pimpin? How you doing, brother?
My man, everything. I'm just about with it. What's up, Junior?
What's happening, Pimpin, my hero?
Hey, what's up, Chocolate?
What's happening, Pimpin? What's
How
going
you
on?
feeling? Everything.
I'm good.
How my man
I'm good.
Taj doing? He good?
He's doing good. Thank you,
Saints
thanks.
won. He ought to be good. Cleveland won. I'm good. What's happening?
Everything's lovely, huh?
What's up, Shirley?
Hey, Pimpin, how you doing?
What's happening? How my man Mexico doing? He all right? Everything.
Ernesto is doing just fine.
Oh, that's
Thank
good.
you.
What's up, Jay?
Pimpin, what is that you got on, man? Oh, my.
I can't wait for you to ask me. You see it, it's shiny. See how it's changing colors?
I'm loving it, man. I'm loving it. What
This is a fish scale jacket.
Whoa.
Yeah. Flicker.
I thought it was sequins.
That is so nice.
And then look at the back. Look at the back. You know what the back is? You don't even know what that is it?
What is
That's
that? What is
halibut. That's halibut.
And you just did that for the halibut, huh? Look at that.
No,
Look at
just for the halibut. And look at the front. You know what that is? Take
What is
it out.
that?
What's that?
You see it?
Yeah. What's that?
What is that?
You ready?
I'm ready.
Yeah. Come on.
Trout. Rainbow trout.
That's why it's changing colors.
That's all them colors, man. You know, like I'm fresh out the water.
Can we fry your jacket, Pimpin?
No, you can't fry it, but you can mist it. Keep it moist, you know what I'm saying? Go ahead. What's up with the picks this week, Tommy?
Let's go, man. Let's go.
I wasn't that
I got 'em
bad
for you.
last week. Come on.
Let's jump it off. Jacksonville Jaguars will be playing the Carolina Panthers.
Oh, man, it's crazy up in here in Carolina because my man Cam ain't there. So, you know, but Jacksonville balling, man. I don't know what's happening. They got a defense and everything. I'm ready to pull for the upset, man, because Cam ain't playing. Upset Jacksonville.
All right. New England will be in Washington, D.C. playing the Redskins.
Let's stop. Go ahead. Next.
Okay. Buffalo Bills will be in Tennessee playing the Titans.
Oh, that's going to be tough, man. But that boy, I think Josh got hurt. And Titans is tough sometimes, man. They a little iffy. You know. But they lost last week. They was in that, man. I'm going to go with Buffalo. And I'm going with Buffalo if the quarterback is playing. If the quarterback ain't playing, it's going to be Tennessee.
Okay. We're going to have to make that note right there, Junior.
Make the note.
Baltimore Ravens will be in Pittsburgh playing the Steelers.
I don't even give a damn. It ain't the Browns. You know, they in the same division. Good luck. I think Baltimore ought to go on and beat the Steelers just to get them back in their place before they think they something. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Go ahead, Tommy. I'm good with it.
Arizona Cardinals on their way to Cincinnati to play the Bengals.
Oh, yeah, Cardinals. Let's go.
All right. Atlanta Falcons coming home to Houston, baby. H-Town playing the Texans.
Man, the Falcons letting everybody down. Texans.
Thank you, baby. Thank you. Tampa Bay, they on their way to New Orleans. That nation.
They on their way to get their ass whooped. But they on the way. Go ahead.
Who that?
Minnesota Vikings. The Minnesota Vikings are on their way to New York to play the Giants.
Oh, damn, man. The Giants is playing some ball now. Minnesota ain't all that. I'm going with the Giants, man, in the upset.
I'll get the rest of them when we come back. How about that?
All right. I'll be right here.
All right, more of Week 5 NFL picks right after this on the Steve Harvey Morning Show. We'll be back at 20 minutes after.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
All right, part 2 of Pimpin and his NFL game.
I'm back. 5. What's up? Let's go, Tommy. Keep them rolling.
Let's go. All right, Pimpin. Chicago Bears are headed to the West Coast to play the Oakland Raiders.
They're playing in London.
Oh, that's right.
Oh, they're playing in London. Okay, I didn't know that.
Ain't no telling what's going to happen over there, but Khalil Mack going to be in their ass for trading them. So the Chicago Bears, they finna throw their quarterback damn near under the ground.
Okay, who you going with, Pimpin? Chicago?
Hell yeah.
The
Okay,
Bears.
all right. New York Jets will be in Philadelphia playing the Eagles.
Eagles.
All right. Denver Broncos going to L.A. to play the Chargers.
Well, I'm going to have to go with the Chargers. I don't know what the Broncos doing this year. They can't even sack nobody. Go ahead.
Now, this is a good one right here, Pimpin. Green Bay Packers are going to Texas to play the Dallas Cowboys.
Damn. I don't even like the Cowboys, but they lost last week?
Yes, they lost their first game last week.
Oh, they finna come back. I'm going to go with the Cowboys.
All right, Cowboys it is. Indianapolis Colts going to Kansas City to play the Chiefs.
They're going to Kansas City. Kansas City, here I come. Damn. The Chiefs going to walk all over their ass.
All right, Monday Night Football, Pimpin'. Cleveland Browns.
Man,
San Francisco
Cleveland. Nobody give a damn about no 49ers.
All right, that's it. Week 5. You heard it. We'll be back with more of the Steve Harvey Morning Show at 33 after, right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
In today's entertainment news, the news broke recently that Kylie Jenner, the youngest of the Kardashians and the billionaire, and Travis Scott, her baby daddy, were taking a break. This was shortly after it was rumored that Kylie met with her ex-boyfriend Tyga. Kyla went to clear things up on Twitter by tweeting, "The internet makes everything 100 times more dramatic than what it really is. There was no 2 a.m. date with Tyga. You see me drop 2 of my friends off at a studio that he happened to be at." And in a follow-up tweet, Kylie tweeted that Travis and I are on great terms, and our main focus right now is Stormy. That is their baby girl. So here's a question, Steve. Thought it'd be a good question for you guys. What reason can you think of to get back with your ex?
There's not a damn reason on earth. And I'm speaking for me and Jay.
Go ahead. I don't have to say a word.
You don't have to say nothing, Jay. I got this talk. Don't worry. This from me to you. There ain't a damn reason on earth. There ain't a check you could give me. There's no forethought to it. It never has been a moment of reconciliation. There's nothing to reconsider.
It's not a sermon, Jay.
In the words of Cedric the Entertainer, I wish a blankety blank would. Now go ahead, Tommy Jr. Y'all answer the question.
I'm on that same page.
Get some of that.
I don't believe Junior is.
There's a reason for me to go back, but she got to be holding the cure to sickle cell for me to show up. That's a reason for me to, unless you call me
that's a good
and say,
reason, though.
Hey, you ain't got to suffer no more. It's the only reason why I'm going back. I can't think of another reason to go back. Yeah.
Okay, Junior, you motivated me. I have a reason.
Okay, well, what is it? That's what the question is. That's what the question is.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, don't be ugly.
Yeah, I can't fix this for radio. Go ahead, Tommy.
Come on, Tommy.
I'm not ever going back. Ever. I'm happy where I am. No.
Oh, that's sweet. Now, I like that response.
I'm happy where
I like that response. Yeah.
Yeah. No, I'm happy where I am, but let's get rid of this.
Yeah.
Any notion. Don't ask me.
Yeah.
Don't ask me a damn thing about it.
I'm trying not to ever
can
run
I say
into
one
them.
thing?
I was going to ask you. I know Steve spoke for you.
I don't want
but-
nobody deliver no message or nothing. You know, he was on the radio the other day. He said if things could No, he
Ain't
didn't.
no thing.
I just want to say one thing. If somebody told you we were back together, it's a damn lie, okay?
Yeah.
Come on, Jay.
Yeah.
One of the 4 or 5, however many ex-wives you have.
We're
Now
not going
one.
back. We're going back.
Ooh, you breaking up, Shirley. I can't even hear
All right, coming up, our last break of the day and our last break of the week. And, of course, some closing remarks from the one and only Steve Harvey right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
All right, here we are, last break of the day on this Friday. It's been a wild week.
Yes.
Yeah, we talked earlier about the about what happened in the courtroom when former Dallas police officer Amber Geiger got sentenced for the murder of Botham Jean in Dallas last year. A jury found her guilty, and they also sentenced her to 10 years. Botham Jean's younger brother, his 18-year-old brother, Brant Jean, and he shocked the world, I think, and I do mean the world, when he said he didn't even know he was going to do this, and his family didn't know he was going to do this. He forgave Amber Geiger. He said that's what his brother would have wanted him to do. And the topper was, he asked the judge, he said, I don't know if this is proper, but can I give her a hug? And people are still talking about that.
People are upset.
Christians are talking about it, and
Yeah.
non-Christians are talking about
Can
it.
I tell you, can I say what people are, not a lot of people, but what some people are really upset about?
Uh-huh.
This is what they saw. What they saw on television was a black man hugging a white woman and forgiving her. That's what a lot of people saw, and that's what a lot of people are upset about.
Yeah.
I mean,
That's
let's
what
put
they
it
saw.
out there.
That's it.
what
That's what they
and
saw,
not
Jeff.
just any white woman, a white woman who
killed his
her
brother,
brother.
right.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And you know, Shirley, I don't think it was the Christians versus the non-Christians. I think many Christians felt that way too.
No,
They did.
yeah,
About
you're,
the hug.
You're absolutely right.
So I don't think it was a Christian and a non-Christian issue, because there are a lot of Christians who wouldn't have
Had a
done
problem.
it.
Right.
You know,
who would have had a hard time forgiving her or forgiving her so
Right.
soon.
Unwanted
And
and
like Jay
Christian.
said earlier, he may have forgiven her, but the hug, he couldn't have done the hug.
see
Tommy
that.
said it too. Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. That's the part. Ooh, man.
Yeah,
Yeah,
see,
but,
I
I
don't,
mean-
I don't know. Like I said in my
who are we
closing
to judge?
remarks yesterday, I don't know that I could do that.
Yeah. And
You
a
know-
lot of people feel that way, Steve.
I could forgive you. I don't know if I could have forgave you today. It might take me a minute. I
Yes.
do not know that I'm capable of the hug.
Right.
But
And you
at
may
the
never
same,
know that.
because I don't know that.
Right.
But I don't think I'm
Right.
capable of that. I would hope I could be big enough
Yes.
Right.
at a moment like that. But the person I know I am, I don't know if I'm gonna do the hug. But that was me. But for him to do it,
Big
it sent a message.
Yes.
It sent
Oh,
a very,
goodness.
very powerful
powerful.
message. And I looked at
Yes.
it more, like I said yesterday, of him not wanting to remember his brother in the form of hate.
Right.
Right.
And he wanted to show the world what his brother was and his faith and his belief as a person. It was a very powerful moment for him
Very.
to do
Yeah.
that.
Very much so,
It is.
Steve.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah.
That was
It
love.
is. It really was. That was
That was
inspiring
love.
moment.
Did
That's,
you-
and it,
Yeah.
that's forgiveness in its purest form.
And it's-
That's
yes,
what it's supposed to
yes,
look like.
yes. That is what it looks
Yeah.
like.
That's what it's supposed to look like, just like that.
Yeah.
Because
And that's
the
hard
thing
to
of,
do.
Yeah, because the thing of it is, and here's where a lot of people won't see this, and I'm just saying it because it doesn't happen to me. I may handle it very differently if it were happening to me. But hating her and not forgiving her does not bring his brother back.
Absolutely.
At all.
That does not honor or give his memory anything to hate. His brother didn't want to be a martyr of any kind.
No.
Of racism, of social injustice, of police's views of blacks. His brother didn't want to be that. I'm pretty sure, like the man was sitting in his living room eating ice cream. He was just after work, man, going home, chilling.
Unarmed.
It's a horrible way for him to die. And it was horrible of her to kill this man. And the reasoning for killing him does not exist.
Right.
He wasn't a threat.
He wasn't in your house. He wasn't committing a crime. You were the one 100% in the wrong. Now, the 10 years disturbed me.
Yeah.
Yeah, because the punishment doesn't fit the crime, you think.
No, not at all.
Yeah.
No, because
He's dead because of her actions.
Right.
She
and her sister got 5 years for changing her address so her baby could go to a better school.
Yes.
There was a man that got 45 years for shooting a police dog, Steve.
Dog.
A lady on the porch giving a warning shot to scare somebody off, and she gets time.
Right.
Brother, it's so many ways that when black people get the time, it's disproportionately bigger. I read online over 3,000 people serving life without parole. 91% of them are black.
Yeah.
I just read it online. Now, come on, man. Oh, man,
Most
what's
of them are
happening?
violent charges too.
And I think that was the reaction from social media. I ain't mad at social media.
And we're so forgiving as a race, and people were venting about that too.
Yeah, we're forgiving as race.
in
Now,
tragedy.
I'm going to tell you something that's throwing me, because no one seems to be as forgiving as us, though.
We got to.
I look at the doggone politics that we're having today in this White House.
That's
And
right,
I
Steve.
cannot believe the way that they're letting this current president trounce all over their beloved Constitution.
Yeah.
This is the Constitution that they forefathers wrote, that they uphold whenever they want to claim righteousness in that GOP party. But this dude right here, breaking all the rules in it, and nobody's saying anything. The hypocrisy of what's going on now is disturbing. It's all over the board, man.
And
it was a great show.
And there's nothing wrong with forgiveness. We still need to say that.
No.
It's nothing wrong. I don't care what nobody says.
No,
And really, man, we need to quit getting mad at this young man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, we got to go.
I love y'all. Have a great weekend. I told you. Talk to God. He'd love to hear from you. The weekend is here, baby. Bye.
For all Steve Harvey contests, no purchase necessary, void where prohibited. Participants must be legal U.S. residents at least 18 years old unless otherwise stated. For complete contest rules, visit SteveHarveyFM.com.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.